We have some breaking news here on Dallas Mavericks Today. I'm your host, Harrison Graham. The chaos continues as head coach Rick Carlisle has stepped down as the Mavericks head coach after 13 seasons with the franchise. He has informed Mark Cuban that he will be moving on to a new opportunity. We'll see what that opportunity ends up being. But the Mavericks, for the first time since Avery Johnson got fired for Rick Carlisle, will be looking for a new head coach. 13 seasons is a very, very long time in today's NBA, really in today's sports world, to have one head coach for that long. So now the Mavericks not only are looking for a new general manager after the Donnie Nelson exit, they are now looking for a new head coach after the Rick Carlisle decision to step down. The chaos continues. The wild journey that is the Dallas Mavericks offseason is just beginning, it appears. Now, a couple of weeks ago, we thought this team was about to beat the Clippers in 5 or 6 games, and now not only do they lose that series, but they are looking for a brand new head coach and a general manager. Absolute chaos within the Dallas Mavericks organization. What is your one-word reaction to Rick Carlisle leaving the Dallas Mavericks? Let me know what you guys think down in the comments. One-word reaction to Rick Carlisle stepping down as Mavs head coach. I'll stick with the theme, chaos. It's absolute chaos within this franchise right now. Mark Cuban has got to figure out what the next steps are. I've always liked Cuban as an owner. He's kind of that celebrity, fun guy you want to hang out with. But now it's time to get stuff done. It's time to figure out what direction this franchise is going to go in, especially when you've got LUKA Doncic, a top 5 player in the NBA. Rick Carlisle released a statement to ESPN saying, quote, "After a number of in-person conversations with Mark Cuban over the last week, today I informed him that I will not be returning as the head coach of the Dallas Mavericks. This was solely my decision. My family and I have had an amazing 13-year experience working with great people in a great city." And now look, it's certainly a bizarre day, a bizarre time for the Dallas Mavericks, especially now with Rick Carlisle stepping down. But he's absolutely right. 13 years is a long time. It's rare to have a coach for that long. While it's kind of a weird ending here for Carlisle in Dallas, I think all in all, it's been a pretty solid run. Now, make sure you subscribe to Dallas Mavericks Today because, hey, this is the perfect time. Breaking news, rumors, free agency, and much more videos. I filmed a free agency video 2 or 3 days ago, and we keep pushing it back because of these breaking news situations, so be on the lookout for that. But, hey, as long as the chaos continues, we will continue to break this down here on Dallas Mavericks Today. Hit that sub button, share that link below with a friend. It's youtube.com/MavsTV. Now let's appreciate Rick Carlisle for a minute. Certainly he was a polarizing figure, especially in recent years. They did go 10 years without a playoff appearance, but the guy was great for 13 years, a great regular season head coach, led this team to a championship in 2011, and while 7 of the 9 playoff experiences resulted in first-round exits, still made the playoffs 9 times. A really good run here for Rick Carlisle. I think there's no doubt he's the best coach in franchise history. He's the only coach to bring a championship to Dallas, and he pushed all the right buttons in that 2011 championship run, led, of course, by Dirk Nowitzki. They trade for Jason Kidd. He puts J.J. Barea in the starting lineup in Game 3 of that final series, which changed the trajectory of that series against the Miami Heat. Maybe it was Game 4, can't remember. Jason Terry, Sean Marion, Tyson Chandler. That was obviously a historic group. The last championship that was won with just one superstar in Dirk Nowitzki. Rick Carlisle got a lot out of less than other teams over the years. He really was able to maximize teams, but you kind of wondered, as you guys can grade the Rick Carlisle era, after Donnie left on his, or got fired, if you will, as we discussed earlier today, could that mean Rick Carlisle could exit as well? Well, obviously he is. Grade the Rick Carlisle era for us, A, B, C, D, or F. I can't give it an A+. They haven't made the playoffs in 10 years. It's an A-, though. Only coach to win a title in franchise history. He's helped develop LUKA Doncic, and he helped get the best out of Dirk Nowitzki in that 2011 team. Now, as you look forward here, wondering, okay, who's the head coach going to be? Tim McMahon tweeted this out. Luka Doncic is a strong supporter of Mavs assistant coach Jamal Mosley. Quote, he's got the things that are needed for a head coach, Doncic said after Mosley's one-game fill-in for a win over the Knicks this season. He can be the head coach for sure. Now, when you look at internal candidates, and we'll certainly do a full candidates video for you guys here on Mavericks Today, Mosley is the top internal candidate. I don't think there's any doubt about that whatsoever. Now, is he the top candidate overall? We'll have to wait and see, but I definitely think he deserves an interview. He deserves a serious look, kind of like Michael Finley on the GM side of things. Both these guys deserve looks for the next GM job and the next coaching job in Mosley's case with the Dallas Mavericks. We'll ask you guys, should the Mavs hire Jamal Mosley as their next head coach? Type Y for yes, type N for no. I think he's a worthy candidate. If Luka Doncic likes him, I think he should certainly be considered. I don't think there's any doubt about that whatsoever. Jamal Mosley is a guy who has paid his dues and has drawn some interest over the past couple of years, kind of like Steven Silas, who left for the Rockets last year for that head coaching job. Mosley's a guy who's gotten some interest by other teams. Quick reminder, subscribe, Mavericks Today. Hey, there's news every day around this team now, and we're going to keep you guys up to date at youtube.com/MavsTV. We love to cover the Dallas Mavericks here on this channel, so make sure that you guys keep it tuned in right here at youtube.com/MavsTV. The latest Mavs news, rumors, and a whole lot more coverage just for you guys, including free agency stuff that we'll eventually get to once the chaos slows down. Now, real quick, we're certainly going to take a deeper dive into some candidates on a different video, but after Jamal Mosley, who were just some names that came to mind? Jason Kidd, obviously, won a title here, played a lot here, has been a head coach for a couple of teams, is getting some interest already now that he's an assistant with the Lakers, has been pivotal in their success the past couple of years. Steven Silas, would you want to bring him back? Could that be an option? Would he leave Houston after one season? I think the Mavs job is certainly more desirable than the Rockets job right now, so keep that in mind. Mike D'Antoni, top assistant under Steve Nash in Brooklyn. Listen, do you want to play that run and gun ball? I think Doncic would be super effective with it. Now, can you play defense with D'Antoni? That's a different question. Becky Hammon, look, she's gotten a lot of looks. She's someone who is highly regarded. Greg Popovich has spoken highly of her. She's got the Pop seal of approval, so obviously local as well, being down in San Antonio. Then Chauncey Billups, he's a name that keeps circulating. I think he'll get interviews this offseason, and he will certainly be a guy that gets a lot of looks from other teams. You know who I want them to hire? Someone to make Luka happy. I don't care who. The one thing I'm terrified about is that the Mavericks, this whole thing is going to get so convoluted that Luka's going to be like, this franchise is not stable, and I don't want to be here for the long term. You can't have that. Like, you cannot waste the opportunity of having Luka Doncic as your superstar. You've got to figure this out. He's got to be involved in the process of whoever the next head coach is going to be now that Rick Carlisle has stepped down, has resigned as the head coach. I don't know how well Luka and Rick got along. I think it was a pretty good partnership, but obviously that partnership will no longer continue as Carlisle will be moving on. Final question, then we're signing off. Who will be the Mavs' next head coach? Let me know what you guys think down in the comments section, and we will see you next time.